Let's do a DC Comics episode. Welcome back everybody to an episode of Comics with Wes. I'm your host Wes. Today we're going to be talking DC Comics, or rather DC Comics games. I'm going to be talking about what I would like to see out of the gaming industry with DC Comics as a fan of that sort of genre, and well, just give me something new to play. DC Comics has been one of Marvel's biggest competitors for a long time in just about anything, from comics to movies to animation to toys to boys to girls, whatever you want. They're probably fighting against each other. For a while now, DC has really been outmatching Marvel in, well, almost every genre, except for, I would say, maybe comics and movies. Well, you guys all know the MCU, but Joker's about to win an Oscar, and the only MCU movie that I think has done that is Black Panther, and it took them about 20 movies to get their first Oscar nod. Another opportunity that DC's been killing Marvel in has been video games. Marvel hasn't really been putting out that many games that you would really want to play other than the Ultimate Alliance, whereas DC has been putting out Injustice, mobile games, even MMO fighting games, whatever you want. DC's been on top of it. That being said, DC has been lacking in making any other video games other than, well, Injustice and the Batman video games. So here's my idea for a video game that could possibly bring in new fans and also give you a chance to let other characters that don't have pointy ears and dead parents shine. What I'm about to share with you will get me so much hate, but honestly, it came onto my mind and I thought, why not make a video about it? It's something new, some new content, so if you don't like it, go watch Cooking with Mama videos. I don't know. I think DC should steal from Marvel in the instance of the Ultimate Alliance series. If you don't know what Ultimate Alliance is, it's basically a retelling of the Ultimate Avengers and also the classic Avengers and also Civil War. It doesn't really make sense, but the baseline of it is that it's a 4-player couch co-op game that has way more than 30 characters to choose from, team-up moves, storyline, costumes, whatever you want. This game has it, and I think DC could learn a thing or two from Marvel and borrow this sort of formula and push out a game that would be almost similar to Ultimate Alliance, maybe page for page, but with DC characters. I don't think a lot of us would not mind that. I mean, you would get to put the Flash with Black Canary. CW, eat your heart out. This would also give you a chance to introduce younger generations or even older generations to new characters who don't get as much as a shine as Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman do. You could put Green Arrow on the screen, even though he has a TV show, he's still not that well known within comic universes, or even if you wanted to push it further, you could have even the Teen Titans that are not as noticeable be side characters to choose from Robin to Cyborg to even Raven. And also, if you wanted to, you could put a arm pull off boy. You could put arm pull off boy. Put arm pull off boy in the damn game. I don't know, maybe Kite Man. Maybe Kite Man. This kind of ultimate DC alliance would give you a chance to broaden your horizon on video game genre. Instead of giving us another Arkham Knight styled game or even an Injustice, I'm sure everybody's tired of seeing evil Superman. I think right now what we want is an ability to see more DC and more DC characters, and also the ability to play more superhero games. I think it would be perfect of a release with the Marvel's Avengers coming out. You want to compete with them constantly, but you're not putting out as much. They're about to put out a whole team-based game. Why not you do the same? But no, they're gonna do Batman again, because nothing sells like Batman. Let's get into the basics. You're probably wondering, Wes, how would this game work? How would you do it? Well, here's the thing. If you wanted to follow a storyline that would get people into these characters, I suggest the Justice League War storyline. It was a good New 52 origin of how the Justice League became the Justice League, and it even became an animated feature. This also gives you the ability to introduce, your, I hate to say it, Thanos. Darkseid is DC's, well, Thanos. And I think this would be a fantastic way to introduce a multitude of characters because he's so powerful that it's going to take more than just your big three. And with this, you could string it along. The first half of your story could be how the Justice League comes to be and who gets to be in the Justice League. I mean, with this sort of Ultimate Alliance based of choosing characters, people can decide who or what leads the Justice League, who's in the Justice League, who's on the bench, who they can swap out. It just, it's open for interpretation because it's a video game and you can make, video games separate from anything. Your first half would obviously be how to play the game and how to switch guys and how do the characters work together. Then if you wanted to, your latter half of the game could be fighting Darkseid. This is when people are leveled up in the max and you get to face the big baddie. Sure, there'll be little miniature villains along the way, but I think everything should lead up to this apocalyptic type villain that's gonna take, well, all your might to stop. Now you're saying, but Wes, Ultimate Alliance 3 just did Thanos. And I'm gonna say, yeah, bud, I know, but guess what? Nobody cares anymore. Big space baddies are the new thing, and I think if you want to push for something new, might as well do something that's familiar and that people will still enjoy. Now let's talk about the characters, or rather how the characters would work. I think they would work similar to how the Ultimate Alliance system works. You level them up almost RPG-like, but maybe with some characters they get an increased boost off a certain armor or certain style of fighting. Such as Batman could get an extra health for a new chest plate you find in a chest, or maybe Blue Beetle does with a Scarab upgrade. Superman would probably be the hardest because he's already such a ultimate character that maybe the more you could do with him would be an increase in speed or an increase in how long his heat vision lasts. Just something that would make him more fun than just the tank of the group that doesn't do much but sits there and goes. And this would also help with building certain classes for characters, you know. Batman's your stealth character, Wonder Woman's your fighter, Superman's your tank, and the Flash is your assassin. That's how I think it could work, but each of them have a 3 individual skill set or 3 individual power set, much like Battlefront 2 has done, Ultimate Alliance has done, and more. I just think it would be a good idea. It's just copying. Are we copying Marvel? Am I copying Marvel? Now listen, I know a lot of people are gonna say, hey, this is just word for word Ultimate Alliance with DC characters. But then I have to ask, would that be such a bad idea? Would you not like to play something else than Superman fighting Batman or Batman just running around Gotham City? This is a chance to add something new to the DC game genre that lets you play as different characters. And I've said that before in the video because I really don't feel like I couldn't bring that up enough. I think DC is in desperate need of finding a game or genre or something that allows characters or people, humans, audiences, to explore within their universe. You haven't done so well in the movies, that's fine. Your comic books are still good, Doomsday Clock was A1, but your video games, everybody just wants to play as Batman all the time except for people like me. I would like to play as the Flash every once in a while. Is that a bad thing? You can crucify me? Who am I? At the end of this video, I just wanted to get it off my chest of the ideas that I have running around in my head. I just like DC a lot, and I haven't done a lot of videos on them, and I get that. It might look like a Marvel fanboy, but I do like DC. They have a really good God amongst men sort of storyline to them. I think a new video game in the new decade would also be really good to the characters. Maybe you introduce people to new ones when they go and read them in the comic books, or they look into your animated features and they watch those as well. But in any case, a new Batman game is coming, and that I'm sure will be good. But at some point, DC, people are going to want to play further than Gotham City. And from Legos that have done it better than you, I think it's time we get a AAA game or something that's, you know, well, a Justice League. I mean, you can even call it Justice League United if you wanted. I don't know, Justice League Unlimited, Justice League United, Justice League United Airlines. It doesn't matter. Just get a new game. Well, I guess that's it for this really short video. This was just really on my mind and I wanted it to get out there. If you have agreements with me or you have any critiques of what you think the game should be or what you want to see from DC, go ahead and comment below. I hope you guys liked the video and don't forget to subscribe.